Hello everybody, my name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club, and today is part 4 of our install for the 529T window modules. In the other videos we hooked up one module to both of the driver's side doors, the front and the rear, and now we're going to be hooking up the other two doors. But I'm going to be skipping a lot of steps because obviously it's the exact same setup as the driver's side. So we're going to cover a tip on how to run it across the dash and also go on the color codes for the doors. And just in case you're waiting for just those color codes, the front passenger door is a solid brown wire to roll the window up, and on the rear door it's a gray with a white stripe to roll the window up, in case that saves you some time. Then we're going to show you the complete process when it's all finished and installed, and we'll be good to go. One note though, I do have a sunroof that technically should have been wired into the installation. I did a lot of research on it and I'm not going to do it. It requires its own third module to roll it up and down and stuff like that. And the process of getting all the wiring run up there and then disassembling everything to get to the motor switches just looks like a nightmare. So I'm going to skip that and save my third module for a cool project where I'll probably hook that up to where it kind of turns all of my LED lights on or something like that around my roof rack and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be a lot of fun. But without further ado, we're going to jump out there and check out the final part of the video. It's pretty quick, and then we'll check out the reveal. All right, I'll see you out there. Okay, so now that we are on the other side of the car here, we are going to be using module number 2 for this entire side, and it's going to be hooked up pretty much the same way as the other side was. We're going to remove the trim, and that's going to expose our screws. We're going to take that off so we can get that kick plate out of the way, and that will give us access to our grommet, the rubber grommet that runs into the door there, which is right there on the side, and it just goes straight in there. So that's where we're going to be running our wire. Now this next part is a cool little handy trick just for kind of getting wires into awkward places or across the dash where wires would probably get snagged and bunched up and run in weird directions when you do that. So I'm going to take, this is an old car antenna, but you can use a coat hanger and just straighten it out. Put a little bend on the end so that it doesn't snag on things as you're pushing it through. Take some electrical tape and just tape both of your wires to the end there. And that way you can just feed it right on through, and you can feel when you're hitting things and you can kind of snake it around. Mine went through very, very easily and just popped right through to the other side, just like that. So you remove it from your coat hanger, and now your wires are run for that front door, and you can do the same thing for your rear door. Now we just have to leave us enough slack to make sure that we can kind of get it up out of the way and zip tie everything later, and have enough wire to go all the way to your switch. Now it is time to go ahead and kind of figure that out. Make sure you give yourself plenty of slack, because you can always cut a little bit extra off. But if you're too short, you're going to have to rerun that entire wire, and you ended up wasting a lot more wire anyway. So figure that out, cut that off when you have plenty of slack there. Now we're inside. Now I tried the purple wire because there were two wires running to the motor. One was brown, one was purple. I rolled the dice, and the purple one actually rolled the window down. So we'll reconnect that one, and we're going to want to attach to the brown wire. So solid brown wire on this door is what we're going to attach to. Now again, the blue wire that I ran over here is going to attach to the blue on the module, the 529T. And the blue wire is the motor side one. And then my yellow wire is what I'm going to run over to the brown wire on the module, which is switch side 1. And of course the orange on the modules, there are all the oranges on all the modules. All the oranges on both modules are going to go to the orange off fire alarm. But now that we have all that figured out, you're going to run your wire, and don't forget you want that on the side facing you of the window track. So make sure it's closest to you on the window track and not on the inside, or else your window is going to hit that. And then we're going to kind of secure all that stuff into place. And then you can put back on your water barrier and all that good stuff, replace your clip, and pretty much go on from there. We already covered how to like reassemble and take off the doors, so that's pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to put our clip back in, and we will be ready to move on to the rear door. So rear door, take off the panel and then run the wire pretty much the exact same way. Now on this one, it is going to be the gray and white for our roll-up wire. Now the blue on this one is going to go to the green wire on our module, which is motor side 2, and the yellow wire is going to go to switch side 2, which is white. Now here we are with everything pretty much put back together and looking really good. We've got all of our wires zip tied up. You pretty much zip tie them to anything that you can up there to make sure they're all out of the way. So that's this side, and then as we move over to this side, I'm going to show you how everything looks now that we're all put back together. The trim's back, everything's clicked into place, all of our screws are back, all the wires are run down through that channel and hidden. And I've got a little bit more zip tying to do up under there, but for the most part, most of our wires are all hidden and stashed away. And we are pretty much good to go here. So with a few more wires to tie up, we're going to be in good shape. So now what we're going to do is do a test of the entire thing. You're driving along, you listen to the radio, you got all your friends in your car, and all the windows are down, everybody's hanging out. And then it's time to get out, and you take out your key, but everybody left their windows down. Not to worry. Just gonna start walking away like a boss, and as soon as you hit that lock button, boom, all your windows are gonna roll up at the same time and you are good to go. All right, well, we're all set. That was not that bad. It was a full day. This took me a full 8 hours. Absolutely. If I'd had this video, I probably could have gotten it down to 6, but it will take you a full day and all the tools that we showed you earlier. But it was a really cool upgrade to the Jeep. I have to admit that I do use it all the time, and I love using it. And aside from being kind of just handy, so you don't have to roll up all the windows and sit there when you're ready to go into the store, I just love how cool it is. I'll have all my windows down, and then you get out, and like you always have a passenger sitting next to you that's like, oh, I forgot to roll up my window, and you already have your key out, and you have to put it back in so they can roll up their window. Now everybody just gets out, and as you're walking away, you push it, and 100% of the time, all those windows go up, and it's just so cool. So I hope this video helped you out. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe. It helps me out a lot so I can kind of keep these videos coming to all of you. And that about covers it. My name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and happy camping.